Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Deputy Sarawak Premier Douglas Ukahambas announces a new 16 million ringgit health clinic in LAYAR, Betong. Meanwhile, Russia says it will support the development of Malaysia's nuclear technology via strategic cooperation. And in world news, Thailand's Prime Minister faces backlash, court petitions and street protests. The Sarawak government, through the Unit for Other Religions UNIFOR, has contributed a final 1 million ringgit to officially close the funding gap for the 38 million ringgit St. Peter's Church project in Kuching. The announcement made by Premier Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg marks the state government's third contribution to the project, bringing its total support to 3 million ringgit. The Premier's message was delivered by Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ukahambas, also the Minister in charge of UNIFOR, during the church official opening ceremony this morning.
Later, on behalf of Sarawak government, we will be handing over Ringgit Malaysia 1 million cheque to the church and further adding to the building fund. That is the only one I got to clap. In closing, I once again extend my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to the Catholic Church on this auspicious occasion. May God bless you all and may He continue to bless our beloved Sarawak. Thank you very much.
Archbishop of Kuching, Dato' Dr. Simon Poh, expressed his gratitude to the state government and confirmed that all construction costs have now been fully settled, just in time for the church consecration ceremony tomorrow. A brand new 16 million ringgit health clinic will be built along the junction to Layar Betong, as announced by Deputy Sarawak Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ukahambas. He said the new clinic will complement two other health facilities that will also be built in Spoh Betong, a 36 million ringgit clinic and a 5 million ringgit hemodialysis centre. According to UKA, these new projects were made possible by the establishment of the Betong Division Development Agency (BDDA). UKA added that one of the many high-impact projects, the area is a new road from Sri Aman to Betong Town, a project much anticipated by the locals. He said the road, part of the second trunk road project, will be completed next year and will reduce travel time between the two towns to about 30 minutes. UKA, as Bukit Saban Assemblyman, reaffirmed his commitment to driving economic growth and creating more income-generating opportunities, while pushing for excellence in education across Betong. The Sarawak government has approved a 6 million ringgit grant to the Sarawak Bisaya Charitable Trust to enhance buffalo farming in Batu Danau, Limbang. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Liasan announced that the funding is aimed at strengthening buffalo breeding and promote value-added livestock initiatives across northern Sarawak, especially in Limbang and Lawas.
Jadi ini adalah satu yang bagus sebab kita kerajaan Sarawak sudah membuat keputusan Limbang dan Lawas ini sebagai satu kawasan untuk pengeluaran kerbau. Jadi dengan keterlibatan masyarakat kita, ianya akan dapat menyokong hasrat dan tujuan kita ini. Dan saya berharap mereka akan dapat menyusun atur bagaimana ianya harus dilaksanakan. Dan saya tahu mereka cukup pengalaman. Samalah dengan masyarakat-masyarakat lain di bahagian Limbang ini. Ianya adalah sesuatu aktiviti ekonomi kita.
He said this at the opening ceremony of the 2025 Bapulang Festival and Buffalo Race earlier today. Awang Tengah said the Maragang Buffalo breeding station in Lawas has already shown encouraging results in high-quality milk production. He encouraged the Bisaya community to capitalize on this momentum and leverage natural resources in agriculture and livestock production for economic growth. Meanwhile, Awang Tengah welcomed the concern expressed by PKR Deputy President Nurul Izzah Anwar on native customary rights and NCR land issues in Sarawak. He reiterated the state government's commitment to resolving the matter, adding that over 1.2 million hectares have been surveyed under the ongoing land perimeter and individual titling programs. Awang Tengah emphasized that continued funding from the federal government is crucial to support and expedite this effort.
Tetapi kita berharap agar peruntukan daripada kerajaan persetujuan akan terus disalurkan kepada negeri dan pencapaiannya pun sudah begitu banyak dan kita telah pun menyukat lebih daripada 1.2 million hektar. Jadi kalau saya harap Nurul Izzah akan dapat memastikan peruntukan yang secukupnya akan dapat diseluruhkan terus.
Recently, Nurul Izzah called for expedited land surveys and ownership approvals for NCR land in Sarawak. She also urged a halt to the issuance of new licenses on disputed lands, stressing that for indigenous communities like the Ipan, Bidayu, Orang Ulu, and Penan, land represents livelihood, heritage, and cultural identity. The body of a man believed to have been killed in a crocodile attack while fishing near the riverbank along Jalan Matang, Kampung Paroh, was recovered this afternoon, approximately 300 meters from the site of the attack. Bedawan District Police Chief Superintendent Muhammad Irawan Hafiz Muhammad Radzi identified the victim as 33-year-old Jacob Tuan. The search operation, which commenced at 8:30 a.m., involved the Civil Defence Force, Fire and Rescue Department, Marine Police, Police Air Unit and the Sarawak Forestry Corporation. The victim was located around 12:30 p.m. thanks to the coordinated efforts of all parties involved.
Syukur kita operasi kita mencari telah berjaya. Okey, kita bermula pada pukul 8.30 pagi tadi dan pada pukul 12.30 tadi kita telah jumpa masa jadi bahawa usaha masa dengan usaha-usaha daripada pasukan pencari daripada APM, bomber, marine dan juga PGU dan juga termasuk juga dengan SFC lah. Okey, kita syukurlah kita dapat memenuhi mangsa dan ini mangsa kita bawa ke ke hospital umum untuk tindakan selanjutnya lah.
When asked about the state of the body, he confirmed that it was found incomplete with several injuries observed. A post-mortem will be carried out to ascertain the exact cause of death.
Agak tidak sempurna. Jadi walaupun bagaimanapun ada sikit beberapa bahagian badan yang cedera. Semua kita akan buat, kita akan lakukan post-mortem untuk kita lihat ini seterusnya.
Russia has agreed to continue cooperating with Malaysia to build the country's capacity in nuclear energy development, covering institutional, human capital, technical, commercial and legal aspects. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof said Russia's extensive experience in nuclear energy should be considered as Malaysia looks to enhance its future energy security. In addition to existing cooperation in coal imports, Fadilah said he and Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexei Overchuk also discussed the potential for collaboration in the field of nuclear energy. He also held a meeting on Friday with Russian state nuclear firm Rosatom's Director General Alexei Likashev, during which discussions covered technical and operational matters, including legal frameworks, technology transfer, and workforce training. According to Fadilah, the meeting opened the door for direct dialogue between Malaysia's technical agencies and Rosatom to assess potential areas of nuclear cooperations. They include the strengthening and modernization of the power grid, which will in turn have a positive impact on ASEAN power grid cooperation. Fadila said the cabinet had in principle approved the consideration of nuclear energy as part of Malaysia's future energy mix. However, he stressed that the government must first undertake a thorough study of nuclear technology, including public engagement efforts, as the support of the public is critical to Malaysia's nuclear aspirations. On to world news. Thousands of anti-government protesters rallied in Bangkok today, demanding Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra resign after a leaked diplomatic phone call stirred public anger over her leadership. A Cambodian elder statesman leaked a call meant to soothe a border spat between the two nations, in which Paetongtarn called him uncle and referred to a Thai military commander as her opponent. Around 4,000 demonstrators filled roads ringing the capital's Victory Monument, waving Thai flags and cheering for speeches interspersed with live music. The crowd was mostly senior age and led by veteran activists of the Yellow Shirt movement, which helped oust Paetongtarn's father, Thaksin, in the 2000s. Thailand has seen decades of clashes between the bitterly opposed Yellow Shirts, who defend the monarchy and military, and the Red Shirts backing Thaksin, who they consider a threat to Thailand's traditional social order. The Prime Minister has been battered by controversy and abandoned by her largest backer, the Bomjai Thai Party, after her phone call with Cambodia's ex-leader Hun Sen leaked earlier this month. On Tuesday, the Constitutional Court will decide whether to take up a petition by senators seeking her removal over alleged unprofessionalism. U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday voiced optimism about a new ceasefire in Gaza. Asked by reporters how close a ceasefire was, he said an agreement involving Israel and Hamas could come as early as next week.
Often asked, and I think it's close. I just spoke with some of the people involved. It's a terrible situation that's going Gaza he's asking about. And we think within the next week we're going to get a ceasefire. And we're supplying, as you know, a lot of money and a lot of food to that area because we have to, you have to.
The U.S. brokered a ceasefire in the ongoing genocide during the waning days of former President Joe Biden's administration with support from Trump's incoming team. Israel declared the ceasefire over in March, launching new devastating attacks on the Gaza Strip. Israel also stopped all food and other supplies from entering Gaza for more than 2 months, essentially starving the population of over 2.2 million. Israel has since allowed a resumption of food through the controversial Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which involves U.S. security contractors with Israeli troops at the periphery. Witnesses and Gaza officials have reported multiple instances of Palestinians killed by the Israeli Defense Forces while waiting for aid. Left-leaning Israeli newspaper Haaretz quoted unnamed soldiers as saying commanders ordered troops to shoot at crowds near aid distribution centers to disperse them even when they pose no threat. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.